Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what is good? I go by the name of Sina, aka Playboy Sina. Playboy with an I, not a Y, you know the vibe. And this is another Playboy Thursday. I am back, ladies and gentlemen, back like I never left. Man, it's been a long 2 weeks, man. I have missed the camera, I have missed you guys, I've missed all the love, all the support, all that shit, you feel me? Right guys, we are back and I will let you guys know why I have been away for so long. So for today's video, I decided to speak on my favorite online retailers because for me right now it is downloading season. I have not bought clothes for a really long time. I decided to go on a cleanse because over the last 3-4 years I went on buying stuff every week. I'll just buy an item, you know, it could be a pair of shoes, it could be a pair of pants, it could be a t-shirt, it could be a hat, but I bought an article of clothing every single week. But now, you know, we have decided to take a quick break from that. So from about June up until, I'm just gonna say October because y'all have seen this in October and I haven't bought anything really. So yeah, you know, from then till then, I haven't bought clothes or anything like that. So yeah, that is why I decided to give you guys a quick online retailers list because I'm about to start buying stuff. The fall is approaching and I just felt like there was no better timing than now, you feel me? So without further ado, without all the long talk, all that stuff, let's get into the list, man. So for the list, we're gonna go into it from high-end or new stuff to, you know, more, I'm gonna say used or secondhand or secondhand market stuff, you feel me? So yeah, man, we're gonna start with the new stuff. Most of the new stuff I buy anyway is designer and or, you know, basic, but we're doing online retailers and not stores. So yeah, we're gonna start with the first shop on the list, and that is gonna be Ssense. Some of you are gonna pronounce it as Ssense, but it is Ssense. Ssense is easily my favorite online retailer. Like, I say this all the time, I beat the drum all the time. I love the way their models look in the clothes. I love the way, you know, the items are spaced. I love the way the layout of the website is. And I just love the online presence they have. You know, it's their sale I look forward to the most in the year. So their summer sales and their winter sales I look forward to the most every single year. And I just really love Ssense and, you know, the whole vibe behind it, you know what I mean? I really love how they capture the models and the clothes. I really love the shipping as well. Like, the shipping is so fire. You know, it's 2 days on everything, really. Like, maximum, if it's late, it's 3 days. 3 days, come on bro, like you can't really miss that, you know, free shipping on most items as well. And yeah, man, they have a really large array of stuff, you know, it doesn't have to be super high-end like, you know, your Balenciaga or your Margiela or, you know, your Gucci or whatever. Like, they also have like some up-and-coming cool, like younger brands. They have like stuff like SP Badu, they have, you know, Telfar, Martine Rose, you know, just brands like that, which I think makes them like super cool. The styling on the clothes, you know, they do super well. I think there's a YouTuber that does styling work for Ssense, Grailed NTORE. So I'm gonna leave his stuff in the description below. I think his work is super sick style. And if he's behind any of some of my favorite looks, you know, more power to him. And I wish him the best, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I think Ssense is super fire, and I just think they have like some of the best stuff you can get, you know? Next up, you have another one of my favorites, They are a UK-based company, and that is End Clothing. End Clothing is fire, definitely like in like my top 5, 6. You know, they have decent prices on some stuff. They're not stupidly expensive, and I just think like they have like a good array of both streetwear and designer stuff. But I mostly go to them for streetwear just on a personal level. You know, so high-end streetwear, so you got stuff like maybe some Off-White, some Carhartt. I don't know if they have like Balenciaga and stuff, but I think they have like some super sick, you know, things up in there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very happy about that. I think they're so fire, so sick, you know, my words, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just think they are up next, you know? They have a good amount of stuff behind them, you know what I'm saying? Next up, another UK-based brand, and this is definitely, and when I say definitely, I mean definitely one of my favorites, like only second behind Ssense, and that is Matches Fashion. So Matches Fashion have the sickest stuff. You know, they have some exclusives like Ssense. I don't know if I mentioned that, but they do have some exclusives like Ssense. They have a lot of European exclusives. You know, Ssense is based out in Canada, so you know, Matches Fashion would have some more exclusives. Like I remember getting like my Prada Cloudburst from them. You know, I'm gonna put a picture right here or right here. I don't know, man. But yeah, so I remember getting my Cloudburst from them, and I don't think I ever saw that colorway in any American website, but I found it all from them. You know, beautiful sales, and I would say between them and Ssense, that's where I do the bulk of my, you know, shopping for designer stuff. You know, they have some of the sickest stuff, Balenciaga, Acne, they have Martine Rose, Martin Ali, Issey Miyake. So they basically offer almost everything that like Ssense offers, except it's more Eurocentric, you know what I mean? And I think like their stuff is extremely fire. Also, pro tip, don't buy anything American from them, you know what I'm saying? Right guys, my battery died, we lost daylight a bit, but yeah man, so we are back. Right, so for the last set of stores where I just buy stuff new, you know, they're like similar stores, it is LUISAVIAROMA. I think they're based out in Italy. They have a nice, you know, plethora of stuff, you know, found them through YouTube, so they've sponsored videos from YouTubers like SANGIEV and I think shit like maybe Magnus, Owen Hyatt, and just a couple other people, bro. So yeah man, so that's like the whole swag, you know what I'm saying? I really like some of their stuff. They have some stuff early, you know, you could do some pre-orders, you could do some regular orders, you know. They have stuff for slightly cheaper since they're based out in Italy, and you know, European prices for designer goods are, you know, better, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're like with like shipping, because I haven't gotten some from them in like a really long time, but most of the other stores, you know, it's 2 to 3 days, you know. Shipping is super quick, super fire, and yeah man, so I really enjoy the customer service of them. I think a pair of Telfar pants I want to get, like I don't know when I'm gonna get them, but they're available for pre-order on LUISAVIAROMA, so that's very fire, you know what I'm saying? Right guys, so we're done with the regular retail stores. Man, the lighting is so bad, but we're done with the regular retail stores, and then we are moving on to I don't know how I'm gonna put this, but like stock retailers. So by stock retailers, I mean people that lead you to stores, or you know, they act as like a middleman. So they're not a direct retailer, but you know, they plug you into like other stores. So like they offer like a proxy type service, you feel me? So the first one, which is the most popular one, it is Farfetch. Farfetch has this platform where like they offer similar items. So if you see a lot of similar items, like the same item, you might see like 5 Margiela replica lows, and they all come from like, they're shipping from different places. So you have shipping from the United States, you have shipping from Japan, shipping from Italy, shipping from France, shipping from Netherlands. So yeah, they offer like a proxy service. So they're a service that like basically link you to other stores. So they act as like the middleman basically. So, you know, for example, a pair of Air Maxes or a pair of Air Forces might be $120 off an American site or off an American store. And then you might be getting the same pair of Air Forces, 120 for 180 because they're shipping from, I don't know, like Australia or some shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, basically, you know, it gives you a nice set of options, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just a really it is a really well spread out network of clothing, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man, like, while something might be sold out on Ssense, you don't have to rely on Ssense because you have just some random ass store who is a partner with Farfetch in Japan, and you know, you can still get your item. You might have to pay a bit more, you could pay a bit less, and you know, it just gives you like a good set of options, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, shout out Farfetch. I think they're easily like top 3 retailing websites that I shop from, and just in general, man, like everybody loves Farfetch. Finally, I would say this isn't really something where I shop from, but like it's also a proxy service. But like Farfetch, they actually link you to the website itself. So, and that is Lyst. So Lyst, LYST, is a proxy service that lets you see all sorts of clothes. So I don't know, I might type in Issey Miyake trousers, right? It's gonna show me whether it's, you know, sold out, if it's retailing from YOOX or End or Essence or whatever. Like, I just really enjoy Lyst, like the platform, because it will let you know it's sold out, and some other ones wouldn't, but it will let you know it's sold out. You know, you could filter it with like what size you want and stuff like that. And I just think it's like a really fire service. So if you're just looking for stuff and you're trying to get like the cheapest price, I would suggest, you know, looking into these proxy services like Farfetch and or Lyst, you know what I'm saying? Moving off retailers for new stuff into the secondhand market, I have 3, and you know, it could be resale, vintage, used, whatever. We have 3, and we're gonna start with the like one I think that's most low key, and that is Etsy. So Etsy is a good spot for like vintage stuff. It is a good spot for, you know, just more cheap stuff. So like if you want to get like, I don't know, some random pair of like silver earrings, you know, crafted jewelry, you know, a lot of the trucker hats I showed in my hat video came from Etsy. A lot of the ones that were like $10–15, like the cheaper ones, they do come from Etsy. And yeah, man, like I really only ever go to Etsy when I'm trying to buy like some, you know, be it vintage jewelry, vintage hats, maybe vintage jackets, you know, just stuff like that, boots, you know, just stuff that's like mostly like vintage. And I know a lot of vintage stores use Etsy as well. Before they got their website, this store I shop at in New York, Grand Street Local, they used to use Etsy for their website and stuff. And I'm pretty sure that there are still a couple of people that still use Etsy because it's sick, you feel me? Right, moving on, we have one of the more popular ones, and that is Grailed. So Grailed is a nice, you know, little consignment shop retailer type thing where you can get whatever hype items. So stuff that's more hype, more high end. So if I'm looking for like Raf, I'm looking for Acme, Balenciaga, Alix, you know, more brand names, focus, more brand names, I think you go to Grailed for that, you feel me? So, and you can get some stuff, you know, brand new, you can get some nice little fashion jewelry, and it's just more, you know, used secondhand stuff for like the high-end fashion dude. So like, if for example, I wanted a pair of boots, then I didn't care if they were worn or not or some shit, like I would probably go on Grailed first, you feel me, just to get them. And you know, it's where a lot of resellers go to, so you have equal chance of getting something brand new, dead stock, or something used, and you know, just used with care, since the aim was to resell it. You feel me? Right. Moving on, we have the biggest one, and that is eBay. And granted, eBay does have a lot of risk, but you know, if you figure out like an item is fake or whatever, like Grailed, you could do there's like a cashback guarantee. So if they sell like a fake item, you could request a refund, and like PayPal covers you. So you know, with that being said, I think it's worth the risk. I don't really get a lot of like deep high-end stuff, but like stuff that I think is not too deep, you know. So example being a pair of vintage cowboy boots, I'm probably gonna look at like eBay, or you know, a pair of boots that aren't too hype, where I don't think there's gonna be like fake versions of it, you know what I'm saying? So I would look into eBay for that. And even just a really like large retailer for, you know, secondhand goods. So if you like stuff like that, vintage tees and vintage jerseys and jewelry, and there's just things where you can't really get them brand new anymore, you know, I'm always gonna say it, eBay is a stupendously great option, man, honestly. I don't know if this thing's focusing, but whatever, man. So, yeah, that is it, guys. That is it. That is it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I fully appreciate you guys. You guys mean the absolute world to me. Playboy Thursdays, we back, we better. I am taking a new approach to YouTube, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you guys want to see from me. Let me know if you missed me, all that stuff. And we are done. Love.